Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name's Deanna and today we'll be working on week number 23 of my 52 weeks of Christmas. It is a challenge that I've created for myself so that by the time Christmas rolls around I feel like I've been able to accomplish some of the things that I've been trying to get done for years. I always feel sad because the season is here and gone so fast. Just like a little whirlwind. So we're on week 23, and what I've done is I've kind of pre-started a couple things. You're going to need, I'm using a large mason jar ring or cur or ball, whatever kind of ring. This is a large mouth one, and then these are just pre-used lids. And what I did was I painted the lid with gesso, just the top. Painted it with a coat of gesso. And then for this one here, the blue, I used Indigo Denim, and it's a Make Market brand. And I don't even know, I've had this a long time. And I couldn't even tell you where I got it. Because I've had it for forever. And so I gave it a coat of that, and then between each coat let it dry. There's probably, I think with this blue, I think there was 3 coats on there of the blue. And then this one I did same, only I did brown, and I think this also took 3 coats. Depending on the paint you use and the brand and how you paint and stuff, you might have to do more coats or less coats. I just did it until I couldn't see my white through. This was a Folk Art Chocolate Fudge 950 was the paint I used on this one. So then I took a Dixie cup or off-brand cup, and it's 2.5 inches across. I laid that on my painted surface like so. Here, I'll do it on this one. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So I laid it on there about where I thought it would look good. And then I just took my pencil and drew around it. We're going to make a snowman face looking up. So, and I will show you, this white I think has like 5 or 6 coats on it because of the darkness below that. So I'm just going to put a few drops of paint right where my spot is, where I got, you can see my lines. So I want to go up to that line but not past it if I can help it. Where is my brush that I want? I got all kinds of brushes here. Here we go. So I'm just gonna, like I said, it took me a few coats with the other one, so, and I don't want a big buildup on that line because that will show later on. So I might have too much here, but let me open this back up just in case I have too much. I can get that off my brush. All right, so I'm going to carefully come up to my line but try not to go past it. Like I said, I'll probably have to do more than 1 coat. It doesn't have to be perfect. I do want to keep that circle shape, but we're going to do a little fuzziness around it. And you want to go up over that lip a little bit because, oops, I got paint on there, because some of that will show. Only like half of it will be hidden. Alright, so now what I did was I would set this aside and let it dry. When it's dry, give another coat, and so on and so forth until I've got the amount of layers that I've desired. So let me set this aside. Then, after it's all dry, I'm going to use this clear acrylic. So now, once my main color was done, I did spray this, and I did it outside because it does smell. This is a matte. This is from Hobby Lobby. And so yeah, I did do it outside and then dry it. Now when I'm all done with it, I'll probably give it another spray. Not because it's going to be outside, but just maybe kind of protect it, but we should be good. All right, so this one is, like I said, had like 3 coats or so. So now what I want to do is I'm going to, like I said, make a fuzzy edge. Let me get rid of that paint down there. See, that's a little light there. So I'm going to take my foam brush, and I want just a little bit of paint down there. And I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to start making a fuzzy edge here, just so it's not definite. And you can do either wider one or smaller one. I just want to break it up a little bit. Let me see if I can get some more here. I'm going to start back in because I don't want it heavy. I just want it light, and I'm going to try to keep that same thing going on. And I'm just kind of getting a little bit in there. I'm starting back here and coming up to it. If it looks too heavy, I can come in with my other side and kind of make that fog back out just a little bit. And just going around. I'm going to come back in with this other drier side. Right like that. Okay. So you can see it's just kind of fuzzy. Kind of takes some of the definition away of that line there. Okay. And you can do this more than once if you want. I think I'm just going to do it once. I think that works pretty good. Just kind of creates a little fuzziness. All right. Now, and this is just Anita's acrylic white paint. So let me set that over there. I did wipe my lid down with some rubbing alcohol before I did paint it with the gesso, just to make sure that there was no fingerprints or anything on there. All right. So now I want to kind of come in here, and I'm going to use my pencil, and I want to do a little nose. So I'm going to make a mark here, maybe about that far. Let's see how far that is, so you have an idea. It's about 3/8 of an inch up from the center there. I'm just eyeballing it, and I want to bring that down into like a point for like my carrot, okay? And I'm just drawing lightly. And I'm going to come down, looks like about 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 7/16, I guess, right in that area. So right around there, 7/16 of an inch. Oops, let me get my paintbrush in the water there so it doesn't dry. This here is an old, it's almost empty. It's a Ben Franklin acrylic, and it's Bonfire Orange. We're gonna maybe paint the nose with that if I can get it open. Oh, goodness sakes. Let's see if I got a pair of pliers here. Hopefully I can get it open. There we go. Maybe not. Let's see. Maybe I can get it out this way. Okay. I'm just going to put just a little bit in this cup. There we go. I don't need a ton. I just put a couple drops in there. All right. I'm going to use a smaller brush, and I'm going to start at my tip and come down, and it is like the perfect orange for carrot noses. Now, because carrots are not just flat-sided, I'm going to try to give it a couple little bumpies here, nothing too dramatic. I'm going to turn it, get me a couple more drops here. And There we go. So that's that like that. See? I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'll give that upper part another coat. The bottom part I don't need to because it's on the white, but that upper part is on the blue, and if you can see, you can just gently see it through it. So it's not something I'm going to panic about, but I'm going to let that dry a little bit so I don't pick up my paint back off that I've already painted on. But in the meantime, we can continue on. So I'm going to do some snowflakes, and I did see this, a brown one, like the chocolate one we did here. I did see one like this on Pinterest. So that's I just seen a picture. I didn't go to the website or nothing. I seen a picture of one done. I didn't go to the website to see how she did it, or whoever put it up. I just seen it, liked it, and decided I wanted to try that. Just by looking at the pictures, what I come up with my idea. I don't know if that's how they did it or not. So I'm going to get some more white. But they did have theirs done in the chocolate brown color, or a brown color. I don't know if it's chocolate brown. And I'm going to come in here, and I want to get just little dips of paint on the back side of my paintbrush. And I'm just going to touch it to the thing. And I'm just going to do random little dots. And this is a nice way, and I'm not trying to stick it in there very far. In fact, I might kind of tap it off a little bit. It's a good way to get random size dots for snow. And if they don't look round enough to you, go back and redo it. There we go. Keep them. And another way to do this is you could put it in like a box or something, and then just put your paintbrush in and flick the brush so that it spatters it. But for me, for doing it on camera, it's easier to do it this way than to try to do that. And I like the deep blue because it kind of looks like a night sky, but you could do in different sizes, make them look further away, closer. So it gives it a nice effect. And if you're not comfortable getting it out of the cap, then you can put it on a paper plate or something, or something else that whatever you're comfortable with, you know. And I'm trying to do a couple kind of coming off the side there a little bit too. Yeah, and I think do maybe one over here. Yeah, and I think that looks cute. All right. Now this looks like a really quick, easy project, but it did take me a few hours to get everything ready and set up to just come in and do this with you. So it was not like the amount of time it's taking me to do it now. I had to prep my things and get everything ready. So don't be misled that you can just come in just a matter of a few minutes throw one of these together, because it does take a little prep time. So now I'm going back in. That is dry. I'm going to go back in and add another coat to that. And my whites are drying, so I don't want to touch that either. So there we go. All right, I'm going to set this aside to dry, and we're going to start taking care of our ring here. I want this to dry a little bit. You don't want to mess with those dots or anything and smear anything right now. So what we're going to do is hot glue some twine around the edge here. And then we'll use the same twine as a hanger. Now I have pre-created a double bow. They also had one. And how I did that was I took a good amount, because I thought you can always cut it off. This is from Hobby Lobby. I think it's by it's in their regular craft department. It was $2.99, and I want to say like over by the leathers and stuff is where I got this. So it's just natural jute, and I just took a piece. I don't know if I need that much, but you want room so you can tie it. And I left that looped like that for right now, and I made my bunny ears. And then you're just going to take it like you would to make a bow and pull both of those through. Okay, so there's your double bow. So now you've got this hanging here. Tighten that. Okay, so you've got that. We're going to take this and we're going to cut that loop that we left. Okay, and then we're going to cut this one like that, and then we can cut these to the length we want. I don't think I need them quite that long, so I'm just going to cut them all even here, just like so. I'm going to take a little bit of my art glitter glue, or you can use regular glue, works just fine for this. Even Elmer's glue will do the same thing. And I'm going to put a little bit on each end, and what that's going to do is we're going to twist that around in there like so. And that will keep these from on frame so that they stay together. Okay, and I just twisted it in the direction that it's supposed to go. I go with the way it was already trained to go. And I'm going to take a little hot glue and put it right, let's see which side looks better. Well, we're going to put it right in here, I guess. Try to get that, even if it's on the back like that, just to hold it. Just holding it. We're going to set that aside to dry. All right. Now we want to take our jute, and I think I'm going to start, I'm going to start in the rim there, and then my last one I'm going to come back down there. So let's start right in that groove. And metal dries, glue dries fast on metal, so we're just going to stick it in there and hold it a second. Once we get that, whoops, I'm not even in frame. I'm right in this groove here, the natural groove of the lid. All right. So because it dries so fast, I'm just going to go a little bit. Ooh, don't put your fingers on the back of that metal because that is hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'm just going to keep pulling that in there, just like so. We're going to cover this whole thing. Now I did not pre-do this. Oh, you know what? That band is moving because it's the rings for, okay. We want to pull that out. Here, hang on. Silly girl. All right, we want to keep it down closer to this edge here. So if you start out at the bottom, kind of stay towards that bottom. It's curving up because of the rings on the inside, and we don't want that. We want to stay down just above that bottom ring, so our last one, when we come back, we can come back up on that and cover that up a little bit. So we are like just barely above that little ring there, above that bottom thing there. Okay, here we go. Like I said, I did not pre-do this. I looked at a picture and thought, okay, let's give it a try. So I have not made this. I'm making it right along with you guys. So if it doesn't turn out, well, then we learned, right? I hate to learn that way, but all right. Let's put that up there where the glue was there. Camera just is not in a good spot today. I had unhooked it and moved it the other day, and when I put it back, apparently I didn't get it back in just the right exact spot that I normally do. So we're not going to do that now. I don't need that cup anymore. You could use a wider one if you'd like. You don't have to go around as many times. I'm just going to keep going round and round and round until it's all covered. And then hopefully our other part will be dry. I think the glue sticks I'm using right now are Gorilla Glue sticks. They're kind of pricey. And to be honest, I haven't noticed that much of a difference in what I particularly use them for to pay that extra cost. So I'll probably just go back to my ones I get from Walmart. They're usually pretty fair priced. Or sometimes I'll get them from Hobby Lobby or one of the other stores and use a coupon. But I used to always get them from Walmart because they had the best deal. So, all right, now we're kind of on that. Getting close to the top lip there. You could probably use ribbon. I just thought the way they did it with this jute, I kind of like the natural things anyway, but I thought it looked kind of cute with the browns, and I thought, well, it'll look pretty with the blues too. And I have not cut that. I just left it coming out of the packaging. So I had no idea how much we'd need. Hope this is going to turn out all right. My computer keeps telling me that I might not have enough, or my Logitech recorder keeps telling me I might not have enough data or something to have this work. I haven't had that before. All right, so now we're just going to continue. I'm going to jump right up to the top part here. And do the whole top part, round and around and around. Okay, I'm going to press that down in there a little bit. There we go. I'm running a little behind this week. I've been working on a baby shower gift for my niece, and I will be doing videos on that. It's a series of mini albums, and they're going to go inside of a case. So I've been trying to work on that, getting that done, and all the other stuff for the baby shower that I have to get done. So I'm running a little behind this week. And I did not start those books this week. I started them a couple weeks ago. And so it's not like I waited till the extreme last minute to try to get them done, but it's just with all my other stuff. I typically have my granddaughter 2 to 3 days a week. Last week was 3 days. This week was 2. Only because I said I can't do more than 2 this week. So, and it's not that I don't love having her. I really do. She is just a special little girl, I'll tell you. She was, we didn't expect anymore, so she was a very pleasant surprise. And God sure does work in mysterious ways, I'll tell you. Her, it's my daughter's daughter, and her youngest, when she found out she was pregnant, was 8. So she thought she was done, but God said, nope, no ma'am, you are not. So we really enjoy her, and we enjoy the boys too. We have 5 grandsons, and so we always enjoy having them too. So it's not like we don't enjoy the other ones. It's just nice to have a little one around again, you know. They grow so fast, and they can teach us so much. And she's 2, so she's talking and all that kind of stuff, and she comes up with some stuff, you know. It's like sentences that, I mean, just like she's been saying them all her life, and it's like she's never said it before, but she'll just say a whole sentence all of a sudden, and it's like, look at each other like, wow. And that she still has that little baby voice, so everything is cute. Everything is just cute. And I'm not the only grandma in the world, so those other grandmas and papas or grandpas out there, they know what I'm talking about. And she adores my husband, her papa. She just adores him. She will run past me to get to that man, I'll tell you. And of course he feeds on that. But who wouldn't? So all right, almost to that other edge there, and then just a little bit further here if I can get it up against there. I want to cover that. Trying to get the excess glue off of my fingers there. I have a bigger spot there. I want to get to at least that. There we go. All right. Okay. So now, let me see here. Uh-oh. It stopped. Are you back on? All right. Sorry about that. For some reason it's stopping.